Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here. This is episode 110 of my 2023 TTM returns, and I have 6 returns. I'm going to count 5 as successes and 1 that I'm unsure about, which I'll share at the end to share with you all. I do apologize if there are some jump cuts in this video. I've got this weird cough. I don't feel sick at all. It's just more like a scratch in my throat, so hopefully that doesn't bother me too much. But we're going to get started with 3 successes from Friday. First one is a WNBA return. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 72 days from Seattle Storm player Kia Nurse. She signed both of these, and then on the envelope she wrote "Thanks for the support," which was really nice to see. She has been an all-star in the WNBA once. I think she plays in the Australian basketball league as well, if I was reading that correctly, and has been an MVP there, has won some championships, but she also has bounced around in the WNBA for several different teams after being a 10th overall pick, but very cool to get those in. Didn't send out as many WNBA requests as I wanted to this year, but to get several back compared to just one last year is really, really nice to see. Then we got a couple of women's college sports successes. Been a minute since we've gotten these. But first one is a 2 of 2 success in 179 days from Louisiana softball coach Jerry Glasgow. He also coaches in a professional fast pitch softball league. I think he only just started doing that a year ago. But with Louisiana, he is tournament. He has tournament appearances nearly every year. He has been coaching. He's got an astounding coaching record so far, 250 wins to just 50 losses. So he's got a very good chance to be making some Women's College World Series appearances, and maybe even some finals down the road. So really cool to get that. Last one from Friday is another coach. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 7 days. The first return from the most recent batch of sendouts. This is Purdue's women's volleyball coach, Dave Shondel. Signing both of these in black. I was going to send to more college volleyball coaches because they're in season right now, but I'm just having a really tough time finding good pictures for a lot of them, especially the more successful ones that are at smaller schools. But I'll try and get a few more out before the season ends. But Shondel, a lot like Glasgow, is put together a really solid career so far with coaching. Lots of wins, lots of tournament appearances. Hasn't made it to the Final Four yet with the volleyball tournament, but he's knocking on the doorstep a lot of times. So maybe one of these years he'll be able to break through and maybe even compete for a title one year. So very cool to get that, and a very fast return as well. Then we had 3 returns today. We're going to start off with the 2 that look to be successes. So first one here came back after 4 years. Sent this to a home address, signed 1 of 2 in 1,550 days. This is former MLB pitcher Scott Feldman. So got back the 2018 tops. I probably sent a 2016 as well. Looks like we kept that one. But very cool to get that after waiting all that time. He was signing pretty frequently from his home address for a minute there, which is why I sent. And he's been holding on to that one for quite a while, sent out in 2019. So nice to get that one back, signed in blue, another set edition there. And then we are starting to get, well, at least this time, just one, but we are starting to hear back from college football draft prospects. So this is a 3 of 2 success coming back in 9 days from linebacker / defensive end from Virginia, Chico Bennett, who signed both of these photos for me. He also included a short note, which he signed as well. So we put, "My guy, I appreciate you. It means a lot being able to sign these for you. All is good with me, so thank you. I hope the same for you. Have a blessed year, and hope to see you in the stands this season." And then it looked like he wrote "Go Who's." I'm pretty. I think he plays for the Cavaliers, Virginia Cavaliers. So I'm not sure. Maybe there's something I'm missing with that little chant there. But regardless, still a very cool success. First one for this year. I do already have some prospects from previous years that I've sent out, and a lot of these guys are now first-year eligibles, or they were eligible before but decided to forego the draft to return to school for another year. But he is currently, according to drafttech.com, the 89th ranked overall prospect, so looking like a late third, early fourth round pick. He started off his career at Georgia Tech, didn't really get a ton of playing time. I don't think he played in 2020. No, he did play in 2020. He didn't play in 2021. And then he got 7 sacks last year, which put him on the radar. Came back for this year. I think he started off the season injured and has a half tackle for a loss so far this season. So he'll be looking to add to his production and boost his draft stock. But very cool to get that. So the last return that we have here, I originally was super excited because I haven't gotten one of these in a long time, especially from someone that is active. So I thought, man, this will be really cool to add to the episode. Started looking him up, saw that he had broken a pretty big record. So I was like, man, that's really awesome. That's going to be really cool to have in the collection. I wanted to see what that record was. Well, he's currently setting it, which is what makes this very hard to believe that this is a legitimate autograph. But I got back from Johnson Space Center, Frank Rubio, astronaut. And the reason why I am skeptical about this is because he is currently in space, and he will be breaking the record for longest time spent in space by an American for being there for over a year. This was sent out several years ago. So this took 957 days to get back. So there is a chance that they had some pre-signed and everything. And then they just held on to it forever with a bunch of other requests, or he signed it and, it got held again and whatnot. I don't know. And there's not I couldn't find any other autographs of his online to share. So I don't know whether that is his autograph or if it was a forgery, if it's an auto pen. It doesn't look to be a printed autograph, which is nice, but I don't know what to do with this. I would love to say I now have the, American who has had the longest consecutive space flight in history, but he's not supposed to come back to Earth for another 2 weeks. So not sure what to do with this one. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys have heard something. I know that Johnson Space Center has not been sending out very many astronaut autographs in recent years, especially due to COVID. And then a lot more astronauts have been reluctant in sending anything back. So we'll see. I'm going to hold this off to the side. Hopefully it is real and they just held on to it for a long time, but I have my doubts. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.